Hey family, welcome back, welcome back. Happy Saturday. Welcome back, guys. Hopefully you all are off to a very good weekend. It is Easter weekend, so happy Easter if you do celebrate Easter. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. So welcome back. Like every single Saturday, we're going to be bringing the news, comments, and reports. When we dig into the comments, see kind of what's going on, see what's going on around the world, and just some basic other things to try to stay up to date with everything that's going on. So if you are new here, please go ahead and check in. Even if you've been here before, still check in. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching from, of course. What are some things that you're doing to kind of stay preparing for food shortages and these high prices and a bit of everything else, because you guys know they're trying to take us out. Anyhow, let's jump right in today's video. Let's see what's going on in these comments. Let's see what's going on in the news. Let's just see what's going on. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. Turn your notification bells on so you don't miss an upload. Let's go. Just an example of quickly checking in. We're going to go ahead and thank Debbie for checking in from Nevada and thank Charles from checking in from Virginia. Thank you guys who do come to the comments and actually check in and let us know where you're watching from. All right, so first comment do come from Raven Labs. Thank you for coming to the comments. So Raven mentioned for her, she take advantage of shopping at the local grocery store, like ham shanks or bottom at 99 cents a pound. It was limit of 2, but she did go ahead and get it. She cooked them, chunked them out in about 4 hours. She also mentioned if her daughters don't use their coupons, which is a great thing to do, use them coupons, guys. Don't forget them, which is a great thing to do. If her daughter don't use the coupons, she'll be more than happy to use them. Lamb was on sale last week at Costco in her area for $6.29 a pound. She did go ahead and pick up 2, but she wished she had got 4 because they're not on sale anymore. This is a great thing that Raven is doing. She's catching things on sale and processing them out for long-term food storage, which is a great thing to do. So when you are storing food, it's better to learn how to preserve your food, guys, because you don't want to be stockpiling and getting things and you're not learning how to preserve your food, because guess what? Things can possibly go bad, and that's money wasted. We don't want to be wasting money. So Raven is focused on filling gaps where she do see them. Just like a lot of people here who live on a limited income, as Raven mentioned. I live on a limited income, but not to worry, because I have been stockpiling for a very long time. There will come a time that I will need to help others, and that's what keeps me going. I put up enough. So yes, even on a limited income, which I know a lot of us, I'm going to say us, on a limited income, have trouble with, trying to buy extra this and extra that. But even if you put away a few dollars a week, finding loose change around the house, whatever it is that you have to do to, just have something put away, just focus on doing that. Limited income, I know it's hard, y'all. I know it's hard. But even taking that $5 a week, or if you get a monthly income, you get that check once a month or twice a month or whatever it is that you get, just take a little something out of that just to get something put away. And guys, remember, especially when you want a limited income, because 9 times out of 10, you ain't got money to go and replace whatever it is, if something go bad. Work on food storage. Work on food preservation. Preserve your food correctly. That's pretty much it. Like I said, you don't want to get all of this stuff and then it goes bad, especially when you're on a limited income. All right, so Charles Donovan did come to the comments and share his Walmart experience. So went to Walmart in my area today in Hampton, Virginia. The place was like a graveyard. Usually on Saturdays, it's packed with people, especially at the beginning of the month. I took public transportation and the buses were empty. There were like 4 people riding, and most of the buses now ride past you. Totally empty, and it's scary. You know what? And I would be concerned too, especially when you're used to seeing, the buses and the stores pretty full. Especially with most places, having spring break, I would definitely expect to see them buses to be full. I was I would definitely expect to see the stores to be much fuller as well. But in this situation, to see things kind of desert, yeah, I would be very concerned. Like, where is everyone at? Are any of you having this issue like this past weekend or two? Have your stores been more emptier or a little bit emptier than usual on weekends? And what about public transportation? If you take public transportation, how have public transportation been looking to you guys? Well, I live in a city. Most of you guys know I'm from New Jersey. I live in New Jersey, guys. So most places I go to, they're always pretty darn packed. So in my experience, let me see, the past weekend or two or so, the stores still have been pretty packed. So Charles, if you ever found out what was going on over there, let us know. All right, so Patches did come to the comments and she did mention when it's cold, I run a food dehydrator. Drying food for food storage saves a lot of space compared to storing canned items, which is correct. Walmart has the Nesco brand dehydrator for only $45 and it works very well. 20 pounds of shredded dehydrated carrots filled a 1-gallon jug. Same for cabbage and most vegetables. I store quarts of chicken and beef stock and cans of meat with the spaces saved. You know what? And that's such a great idea. If you can get them vegetables dehydrated, it would definitely save you a ton of space versus storing a whole bunch of canned items, which actually takes up space. You can actually store dehydrated food in mason bags as well, which will lay much flatter and of course save you space so you can stockpile other items. Thank you, Patrick, so much for coming to the comments with that tip. You guys, you see, she says Walmart has the Nesco brand of a dehydrator for only $45 and it does work very well. Dehydrating food is one of the most easiest things I've ever learned to do when it comes down to preserving food. Easiest. If you've never dehydrated anything, I highly recommend getting you a dehydrator and start dehydrating right away. So then Sled comes to the comment and he says, people are going to have to do things for themselves as time goes on. I agree. Wean yourself off of government assistance, basically, because if you don't, you will have to do as they say, whether you like it or not, because they will just shut you off your welfare or EBT. And you know what, Sled, I definitely agree with you. I remember not even just recently, but I think some years back, EBT wasn't working nowhere. Not even just some years back. It happened recently too. Like I said, EBT would not work anywhere. You will go try to swipe the card and you can't swipe, especially during Sandy. That EBT wouldn't work anyway. And it wasn't just for the day. It went on for days and days. And I think a week or two, it went on off and on. But you couldn't use that EBT card anywhere. People was leaving carts of food just about in every single store, guys. And people just didn't know how to manage because they did not have the food stamps and things. So, you know what, guys, I definitely get it. But if you do receive them benefits, stockpile what you can while you are receiving those benefits. Because guess what? At least if a situation occurred where, boom, you go try to use your card, you don't have to worry about the cart full of stuff that you have to now leave in the store because you have stuff at home now. You know, if they go ahead and press that button and stop it all for a day or two or completely, guess what? At least you'll have some stuff put at home. And of course, work on money management. Put money to the side. Keep some money to the side if you can. But I definitely get it. You know, I've personally managed with the assistance before. I've managed without it before, so knowing how to get things done without it is definitely a plus. Because it's a possibility that it probably won't always be there. So just take heed to that. I know Slad wasn't trying to throw no offense to anyone who do receive the benefits. It's more so kind of like a heads up kind of thing. Just learn to do certain things without it. Money management is key though. Money management would be key for now. All right, and if you think hyperinflation already started, just wait. So Junior Mustang came to the comments and said, I own a repair shop. My suppliers have notified me that they will increase prices in May by 20%. If you think prices are high now, just wait. In May, it's going to blow your mind and your pocketbook. This is for parts and food items. Hyperinflation is coming. Buy whatever you need now while it's affordable. And you know what, Junior Mustang, I definitely agree with you. And I already see some prices with food, especially, already going up in price again. So just imagine. I'm still waiting for that bag of sugar in Walmart. I think it's like $2.94 now. To just jump up to $3 for a 4-pound bag of sugar. That's crazy right there. So hyperinflation for a lot of items we're going to be seeing very soon. Junior Mustang, thank you so much for coming to the comments. All right, so next comment comes from Sandy T. Mobile. Read where products come from, please. Realize the countries that will no longer sell to the United States. Pads come from Canada. Adult diapers, Canada. Baby diapers, China. But look at your products, then see what we no longer will ever have due to all the processing plants that burnt down. Find all the processing plants that are in the no drink water and chemical spills. And should you buy that food that will kill you? Is your life worth anything? I can't remember if we went over this comment already, but just in case we didn't, that is a great tip. If you look at the most recent train derailments and how many of them actually did contaminate the water, is there any food processing plants in that same area that would be producing food that goes out to plenty of stores that we actually shop from? Those food items are now contaminated, believe it or not. So that's something to actually definitely look at. Are they really trying to kill us off? Let us know what you think. Y'all know what I think. Y'all know how I feel. Human depopulation is definitely very real. It's definitely part of the agenda, and it's definitely something to wake up and see. It's definitely something that's just part of the agenda. So Alaska Life 907 mentioned Alaska just had a Swiss bank closure and nobody even noticed. It's not making headlines and it's buried by nonsense articles. And you know what? I definitely agree. This is something that I mentioned as well. Maybe it was buried in some crazy article, but maybe just didn't have anything to do with a bank closure. I don't know. But there's also, like I said, bank closures in my area that was never mentioned in any article that I know of. So with the banks switching, with some banks switching to digital and a lot of banks actually closing down, do you still feel safe with your money in the bank? Someone did mention like, well, we would have to make the change anyway. But honestly, I mean, it's true. We would have to make the change if we do want to live our everyday life, right? But while you can, and the change have not taken in effect because they are pushing for it, guys. They are pushing to switch everything into digital. But while you can shop without being tracked, you can still right now use cash. You can still get whatever it is that you want to get freely without anyone controlling what it is that you buy right now. You know, until then, you have a chance to do whatever it is that you have to do to have whatever it is that you need to secure your futures. Think about it that way. That's how I try to think about things. I'm living in the now. I'm well aware of what's being pushed, but I'm going to continue to live in the now because I need to focus on what I can take care of right now at this very single moment. And that's just how it is. All right, there's also some talk of poisoning our food begins this month with the jab going into cows and pigs. All right, so Donna comes to the comments and she says, these train derailments aren't normal. I had 2 family members who worked the railroads for a while. Majority of the derailments happen at the yard, which I definitely agree. And I think I mentioned this last Saturday. Or was it the Saturday before? It was one of these Saturdays about these train derailments. Though train derailments happen every single day, there have been nothing like the train derailments that's been happening back to back to back. I think it's been like a few train derailments every single week now that's either had a spill, some type of chemicals or whatever, something to contaminate the air or the water, definitely. So These are not normal, within normal train derailments. Someone else mentioned, hope everyone realizes just how close they are to poisoning us with their toxic crap. They didn't get enough of us to take their poison shot up point. So they would do anything to get it into us. I'd say I'm going to quit eating meat and become a vegan. But from what I've learned, they are trying to put it into veggies too. Here's a picture here. Only way to escape it is to buy from local farmers or grow your own. Sad and scary that it's gotten to this point. And trust me, not only have it did get to this point, but it's gonna go further. Believe it or not. All right, and last week, hundreds of Minnesota residents, they was forced to evacuate after a 40-car train containing hazardous material, including ethanol, derails and burst into flames. So they had to evacuate, and then they turned around and said everything was all good. So more train derailments are to also be expected. Make sure that you guys have enough water on hand, a way to filter water, and just, water in jugs put back for cooking, cleaning, washing, whatever it is that you need to use water for, because we need to use water every single day, right? Even if it's just filling up, jugs that you already have juice in or whatever, save those jugs and jars, fill them up even with tap water if you don't have a filter. Fill it up with even, tap water just to have water put back. But I highly recommend getting your water filtered, guys. Just save some jugs and put water back for your everyday needs, even to brush your teeth, wash your face, whatever it is, put some water back, especially if you live anywhere near, anywhere near where the trains, they ride past, and them trains are riding past anywhere near your water stream. Have some water put back. Have some water put back, guys. And I really do highly recommend getting that water filtering the water out, and just have it put back. So someone did try to go to their local Apple store, and they said the Apple store at the mall nearest to me was suddenly closed. It was open 2 weeks ago. This mall is actually a very busy mall now. This is located in Alderwood in Washington State. So you guys plan for more store closures, whether or not you was told about it. Plan for more bank closures. Plan for more food disruptions. We're also seeing more people post, the label of bioengineered, may contain bioengineered ingredients. So a lot of the foods are actually going to start having more and more of this bioengineered food label up there as ingredients change. And as some food items, just become unavailable, what are they going to replace it with then? London is also expecting its second edible cricket factory to possibly open up soon. So, what's in the talks for you? What is something that that you would like to share? You guys can always email me at #momlife04@gmail.com. If you want my full and undivided attention, you can also DM me on Instagram. I'm also over on Facebook. I'll put all that information in the pinned comment down below, as well as in the description box where my information always is, guys. If you need to contact me, it's in my description box. Also, I'll pin it in a comment for this video here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to check in. Let us know what is in the now. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out over here at Moments with Us. Make sure that you all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Like I said, if you're new here, you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and consider becoming part of the family. Pressing that subscribe button, guys. Don't forget to like the video and drop a comment and let us know if you made it through the whole video. Until next time, I'm officially out of here. Peace.